Hey guys, for this video, the story I want to talk about is what would happen if Carnage suddenly arrived in Gotham City? How do I think this would play out? How would the Bat family, the villains, and overall just the civilian population deal with this character? And how do I think this would play out? If Carnage suddenly arrived, let's just say he's in Gotham City, he activates his symbiote, he's bored, or he just wants to cause havoc and pain. What happens next? Honestly, I think Carnage is going to cause, Carnage, obviously, I think he's going to cause a lot of havoc, a lot of destruction for really no rhyme or reason at all, indiscriminately to civilians, the Bat family members, and even villains. I don't really see Carnage really trying to ally himself with other people. I don't really think Carnage is the type of character that's going to try to negotiate, somebody that you can really talk to. I think somebody like Carnage is really just going to try to test the waters a bit, kind of see how strong he is compared to the Gotham City, vigilantes and the overall just villain enterprises that, kind of run and operate in Gotham City. I could just see him kind of honestly just starting beef with the Joker, his people, Bane and his people, and basically all villains in general. I could just see him honestly just pulling up to their main headquarters, causing havoc just for the sake of it. I mean, honestly, it's in his name, Carnage. I could just see him honestly just kind of causing a lot of just destruction. Many of the villains in Gotham City would probably get tired of him, not only just because they're afraid of him, but because he's just causing so much destruction for really no reason. It's one thing to be the Joker when you're doing it, but it's another thing to be Carnage. You're just indiscriminately just killing, civilians, heroes, villains for really no rhyme or reason. You just have a, gleeful smile to your face. I can see a lot of people kind of getting tired of that. Honestly, kind of getting kind of fatigued by it. Like, okay, we got to get rid of this guy. What is this being? What is this, Carnage character? Is he an alien? What is he? Because, in this verse, in the Gotham City and DC in general, most people don't even know what a symbiote is. The Bat family doesn't know. The villains don't know. They just kind of think, this is red monster. Is he human? How does this work? I can see somebody like Batman doing what Batman does, doing his vigilante, detective skills work. Honestly, I can see him kind of deducing pretty quickly how the Carnage symbiote kind of operates, its fundamental weaknesses, its flaws, and overall kind of subduing Carnage. Maybe kind of, locking him up. But honestly, I think the main problem with the Bat family, especially with Batman, I think that he's smart enough and he's obviously capable enough to kind of, create or conjure, a weakness, kind of obviously exploiting his weaknesses to fire and sound. But since the Bat family don't really use lethal methods to kind of subdue or kind of outright kill their enemies, I think somebody like Carnage is honestly going to flourish in this type of environment. Let somebody like, let's say Red Hood or Azrael kind of get their hands on him. But even if they kind of approach Carnage, not really much is going to happen. I think Carnage is honestly going to dog walk most characters in Gotham City. Honestly, I don't really think he's going to have that much of a hard time dealing with these characters. And the fact that most of them can't really put him down. And the only people that really could do it, like somebody like Batman or other Bat family members, won't use lethal methods to, put him down for good. Carnage is the type of character that isn't going to try and negotiate. There's no rhyme or reason. There's no patterns. There's really no consistency as to why Carnage does what he does.